Do you ever feel sometimes like you're stuck in a rut, that you can't move forward? Even sometimes you feel like you're one step forward, two steps back. Do you feel like you just want to give up on your hopes and your dreams and your desires? Or maybe you know somebody like that? Well, if you do, if that's you, then stop right here. Hang out with me for 30 minutes. Do you feel sometimes like you're stuck in a rut? Hang on a sec. That you can't move forward. Even sometimes you feel like you're... Okay, I'll tell you about that. So hang out with me for about 30 minutes on the Hangout with Penny show. And I'm going to give you some of my insights and share some things that may help you be able to get past that thought of being stuck in a rut or can't move forward. So welcome everybody. This is episode 47 of the Hangout with Penny show. I am a weekly show, 8 p.m. Eastern. There we go. Hangout with Penny weekly, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Many of you make me a habit weekly, except when I go on mini vacations like I did last week. So thank you for all the nice wishes that I received from many of you, and I really appreciate it. So I am back, and if this is the first time you're viewing me, my name is Penny Peddie. I am a law of attraction trainer and coach, a health and wellness coach. What I do is I teach people the fundamentals of the law of attraction, and it's just by learning these principles, we become deliberate in the creation of the desires in our life. And sometimes we can feel stuck, and I help with switching your thoughts about that. And I'm pretty good at it, if I say so myself. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, so you're watching the Hangout with Penny show, episode 47. Now, if you're one of the people that are watching the 46 other shows, you know what I'm going to do next. If you're the first time viewer, you'll soon know that one of my favorite things to do is introduce you to a wine of the week. So a couple of weeks ago, I had my cousins come to visit. They kind of found me on YouTube. It was funny because when they were here, they're laughing like, we just Googled your name and you're everywhere on YouTube. So they came and visited, and we had a laugh, and I shared some wine with them. And this one is the one I had. So Our Daily Red. I need to get my lighting straightened out, but Our Daily Red. And so Linda and Lori, I know you're going to be watching. This one's for you. Cheers. And cheers to everybody out there that are supporting me week by week and sharing my videos and commenting and really inspiring me to continue. So this is to you. Cheers. Our Daily Red. Another thing I really like to do is I like to share what people are saying. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to get some new lighting. My new office, I need to get some things straightened out still. Each week, many of you share your comments, either during the show live, and I try and catch them while I'm on live, but sometimes I get talking and I might miss them, but I always go back and I comment and I take some, and I like to acknowledge you and read them on the air. So there's many of you that have been doing this. So tonight I'm going to read a few. And this one goes back from episode 30, which was Surrendering is the Secret to the Law of Attraction. So my fellow Law of Attraction facilitator from Denmark, Bettina Jensen, she says, wonderful show, Penny. Being able to surrender is so essential. Absolutely, so essential. So thank you, Bettina. And so this one also goes now to episode 46. That was last week, or the week before. Tips on how to turn negative thoughts into positive ones. So Deborah O'Rourke, she says, the universe will correspond to the nature of your song, is a quote from someone I can't remember at this time. Great show, Penny. Have a great vacation. Thank you. I did have a great vacation. The universe will correspond to the nature of your song. I believe that was Michael Beckwith. I believe that he quoted that, but Don't quote me on that. Anyway, that is a very good quote. David Termini from Italy. He says, awesome show. Thank you very much, David. And episode 43, write it down, make it happen using the law of attraction. So the poet who wrote it says, I had a long bill from college that kept me from registering for school. For school there. In my journal, I wrote down that I was going to get the funds to pay that bill off and go to school. I wrote this down after watching The Secret or whatever that video was, with the belief that the impossible becomes possible. 2 weeks later, a guy from the financial office called me and told me that I could use grants to pay that off. Amazing. That is amazing. The poet who wrote it. I love that name, by the way. That is a great example of writing it down and then allowing the law of attraction, universe, God, spirit, your higher self. We all have different names, but basically it's that one source that just comes through and does it for you. And then boom, 2 weeks later, it was taken care of. So you trusted, you allowed, and that is a great manifestation story. So thank you. Keep those stories coming. Okay, and I have another one. Episode 44, The Power of Our Emotions. This will be my last one. So Catherine Green, she's in the UK. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Penny Peddie. I had a busy couple of weekends, so I am only just watching your show earlier today, but it really touched a nerve. Actually, several. So thank you. I intend to share this with some friends who I think will benefit from your advice, and I think your gentle manner will appeal to them and inspire them to make conscious decisions about their emotional reactions to life. Also, I was very pleased to have a mention at the beginning, and I'm now grinning from ear to ear. So am I. I will catch up with last week's show and get back on track very soon. Although my weekends are pretty full just lately, and I'm in bed when your show airs live. Well, at least you're getting some good high vibes to fall asleep with, because that's really important. So thank you for all those comments, everybody. I just absolutely love them. Catherine, I believe I also read a comment, because I know you're going to be watching this show, that you said if, because I mentioned about having guests coming on my show again, and you graciously said that you would love to be a guest. You would stay up just to be on the show, and I'm going to take you up on that, and we're going to set something up, and I'm looking so forward to meeting you. I know you're an author and you're a mom, and you have so many things going on in your life, and I would really like to meet you, so let's do that. Okay, everybody, Hang Out with Penny. Here we are. The topic of this show was inspired by a couple of things. One was, I have a meetup group every Tuesday, and I get together with some like-minded people. And one of the questions was, I asked each of us before we left to name something they want to manifest during the week. That was really tough for them. Many of them just could not think of anything. It's like, we get so caught up in our head, we get so stuck on what we think we should manifest that sometimes it just gets stuck. Well, I said, well, I want to manifest a belly laugh this week. I want to manifest my just laughing really hard that, oh, my belly hurts. So it doesn't have to be that mansion on the hill. It just has to be something that's going to make you feel, oh, yes, feel better this week. And maybe it's maybe I'm going to manifest a lunch with a friend. Maybe I'm going to manifest just running into an old friend. Maybe I'm going to manifest a few extra dollars this week. Maybe I'm going to manifest that time to book that holiday. It can be anything. It can be anything. But so many times we get so caught up on the, oh, I'm not getting things right now, that we're afraid to ask for more. Ask. Everything in the world is expanding. Energy is always, always in motion. So when we ask ourselves, am I moving forward or am I being stuck? We're always moving. We're always moving. We can just appear that we're being stuck right now because we're only looking at what we see in front of us. We're only looking at what's here in the now. But things are moving. Things are always in action at all times. The universe is always, always expanding. If you think back to like 5 years ago, think of the changes. Think of the changes that happened then. Think of your life. Everything. We're not the same person that we were a year ago. None of us. We're always changing. We're always changing. So I just want you to know, one of my key words for today is, let me see if I can get this right for you. Oh my gosh, there we go. Temporary. Temporary. However you're feeling right now, whether you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut, or whether you feel like you're going 2 steps backwards, or whether you feel like just giving up, all these feelings are just temporary. Sometimes we need to ask ourselves, what am I really feeling right now? What's really going on? Because this is only temporary. Everything is only temporary. Even us here, we're just here temporarily. So if you're going through a bit of a rough time and things aren't going so great, it's only temporary. Be grateful for where you are. And you know, maybe you got things going on in your life that are just perfect and everything's wonderful. Be grateful for that. Be grateful every single day because everything is in motion. And sometimes we could wake up thinking it's a good day and something could happen in that day. So just know that it is only temporary. So the world, the universe, we're always expanding. So in order to continue to grow, we need to continue to do things to expand ourselves. And just this week with one of my coaching clients, they said to me, I started a new book. I'm like, really? He said, you want to know what it is? I'm like, sure. It's The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. I was like, oh, great book. I've read it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to read it with you. I'm going to read it with you. So I committed to also reading this book with them so we could discuss it. So now we're both like got the energy and going. And so maybe you could pick a book and then get together with a friend and read the same book. Actually, my friend Lucinda and I, we did that with the, what was the name of the book? It was a really good book. We did a hangout on it. It was that good. So maybe you want to expand your knowledge a little bit, get a book and then get a reading buddy. And then you could start exchanging that way. Once you start getting and shifting and doing something different, then you won't quite feel that you're stagnant because you really aren't. It's just the thing. It's just the thought that you are. You're just thinking it. So here, it's just the words that we're choosing to use. See my words? It's just our words we're choosing to use words that are going to send out thoughts. Thoughts are going to create a vibration, and then we're going to get the results. So if we're creating thoughts of being stuck, we're just going to continue to feel that. No, we're really not, because the universe is always, always expanding. Energy is always in motion. And I just want to say, be like the universe and expand. So I'm going to show you my lower third. So I just want to share a few things with you because I decided I was going to start expanding a little bit. And I have a couple things that I have going on. I'm just going to change my lower third. Hangout with Jeffrey. I am now the co-producer of the Hangout with Jeffrey show. And that's going to be every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And Jeffrey is a trainer and teacher for public speaking and presentations. And he's a great guy, and I'm part of his show now. And today we had a really wonderful guest, and her name was Kim, and she is a photographer. Beautiful lady, and I'm going to have her on my Hangout. So once we can expand and just go out of our comfort zone a little bit, other people can show up that we then just like, hey, I'm glad to have met you, because now Kim's going to be on the Hangout with Penny show, and we're going to talk about what it is that makes us so afraid to get our picture taken, why we always shy away from the camera. And you'd be surprised. when you find out what that answer, well, there's not really an answer, but when you find out what her insights are about that. So that's a show that's coming up really soon. So I just wanted to share that with you. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, all right, let me find this one. Periscope. Have you heard of Periscope yet? Oh, my dear friend Max Ryan, he's introduced me to Periscope. However, I have yet to, so if you see me there, join me live. I'm not live yet. I'm just feeling my way into it, and I'm going to start in the middle of September. So Periscope. So that's just another way for me to expand. And it's like the Hangout show. I love it. And I love all you that are supporting me and watching me and giving me your comments and asking me your questions. I love it. But this is more of a structured, my Friday night, half an hour. But with the Periscope, you just get on your phone, right? It's just an app on my phone. So if I'm out walking the beach and I get an inspired thought that I want to share, I just Periscope it. And it can go out and I can build another tribe that way too. So those are some of the things that I'm beginning to do to just expand in my world. Just expand a little bit in my world. And once we start doing this, then different things just start coming into an alignment with us. I want to share something with you from, oh, my dear friend. You know I'm on the Hangout. Well, maybe if this is the first time watching me, I am also on the Hangout with Michael show, which is a Friday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific show. And I've been on there for 2 years now. And I love some of these quotes that he's shared with us. And this one is, I love the thought of attracting and allowing all the resources I need to accomplish my goals and manifest my desires. So even at this particular point in time, you feel stagnant, you feel that your dreams and desires and wishes are just kind of on hold, or there's something in your life that maybe is preventing you from maybe going forward with a certain goal that you have, just excuse me, just start giving yourself little affirmations about, I'm in the process of attracting more to move forward. I'm in the process of moving in the direction of my goals and my dreams and my desires. So that way you're setting that emotion in, you're setting the motion or moving forward, as opposed to nothing's happening right now. Everything's on hold. Well, because everything is energy and energy is always in motion. I love a quote, well, not really a quote, but I was watching a Hangout. No, go back. Let's say that again. I was watching a YouTube video of the teachings of Abraham with Esther and Jerry Hicks. And one of the questions she asked to one of her, she does law of attraction cruises. They do cruises. And they get someone in the hot seat. And one of the questions that really made me think was, would you like to have a completed desire or an incomplete one? And I had to think about that for a moment. And then I thought, I would rather have an incomplete desire. Because when it's completed, have you ever wanted something so much and got it and then went, now what? And sometimes maybe what you were hoping for wasn't quite that cracked up to be that you thought it would be. So I think that the journey to getting there and being in the process, because once you have a desire, you can build on it and build on it, and they can change. They can change. So I'm just going to give a car for an example. You know, maybe you said, oh, I want a red Chev. So you get a red Chev. But really, you wanted a blue Mustang. But now you're driving a red Chev. So the more we can just build on our desires and build on our dreams, we become more clear. We become more clear. So then when we get it, we're really, really in alignment to what it is we want. Anyway, I kind of rambled there. So you're watching the Hangout with Penny show, episode 47. And are you feeling stuck in your life? Everything is energy. And just remember, if you are feeling a little bit stuck, think of it this way. Have you ever had a stuck zipper? Have you ever had a stuck zipper? And you're working on it, and all of a sudden, maybe you hit yourself in the chin, or maybe the zipper broke or something. But usually, if there's been some, we live in the north, I live in the north, been stuck in the snow. Hey, sooner or later, either someone pushes you out and then you go forward really quickly, or the snow melts and you drive away. Effortless. So when you just think, if you're stuck or feeling stuck in some area of your life right now, it is just temporary. And just think of ways you can expand. We get bored? Bored? How do we get bored in this expansive universe? Go out to nature. Guaranteed, if you're sitting on the couch feeling bored, get up and go outside and go for a walk. You will feel way better. Way better. There is so much. Maybe ask yourself, what is it that I don't want to feel right now? What's going on that I'm just trying to block out? It's okay to sit with feelings. Get your journal. Start writing. Write it out. If you're mad at somebody, maybe you're holding it in. And so you're just, maybe, here's one reason why a lot of people stay stuck where they are, is the fear of rejection. Write that out. Start writing about it. Go out for a walk and start getting that energy just moving inside you. Because some of the biggest names, some of the biggest gurus have been rejected. Many of them. Maybe 99% of them. At one time or another in their life, they have been rejected in some form or another. So we can move forward. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to mute myself for a second. On my holiday last week, I came down with something, so I'm better now, but I have that tickle in my throat. So anyway, episode 47. On episode 49, we're going to talk about, I have my dear friend Marlene Keys, and we're going to talk about how the law of attraction can bring us opportunities and resources. And here's another thing about we think we're stuck with things. It's just all about opening up and being open to receive and to allow things to come into our lives. And that's the same as with feeling stuck and bored. So remember, everything's temporary. And I apologize, but I do have a tickle in my throat. So I will close the show for now. And whenever you start feeling low and down, just start looking for some better feeling words. I'm going to look for a better light. Forget that. That's the last time I try and show you something with this lighting. I promise. Anyway, everybody, I really appreciate you hanging out with me on Friday nights. It's a lot of fun. And you know, just lighten up. Just take life as if it's fun. Make a game of it, because it really is. And when you can laugh about it, life is so much better. So remember, we're always in motion. Bye, everybody.